And it's not just Sally. We're seeing more and more women embrace their natural gray earlier than ever. It's becoming a trend. Helen Mirren rocks it with elegance. Andie MacDowell stunned everyone when she walked out with her gorgeous gray curls. And even younger women are actually dyeing their hair silver because it's considered chic. Isn't that wild? Something that was once considered a flaw is now a fashion statement. And the best part? You don't need Hollywood money to pull it off. You don't need a team of stylists. A good shampoo from the drugstore, a stylist who understands your texture, and a little confidence, that's all you need. Because at the end of the day, confidence is the one product you can't buy in a bottle. And that's what Sally Field shows us every time she steps into the spotlight. So let me ask you, would you ever consider embracing your natural gray? Or are you team, dye it forever? There's no right or wrong answer here. It's all about what makes you feel good in your own skin. But Sally's red carpet moment definitely gives us something to think about. And if you've loved this little dive into Sally Field's style, I've got something else for you. I've done a video on other timeless style icons who are redefining beauty after 50, and trust me, you don't want to miss it. I'll link it right here so you can check it out. Before you go though, do me a quick favor, hit that like button if you enjoyed this, and subscribe if you want more stories like this one. And of course, don't forget to ring the bell so you never miss out on these inspiring moments. Because if Sally Field has shown us anything, it's that style has no age limit. And honestly, neither does confidence. Now, let's break down exactly why her look works so beautifully. First, confidence. That's step one. Because here's the truth, gray hair by itself doesn't make a statement. It's the way you wear it. Sally doesn't show up timidly, trying to cover it with a hairstyle that hides. She shows up proud. And that's what transforms gray hair from something people might call aging into something people call glamorous. Think about it, confidence changes the way people see you. If you walk into a room feeling unsure, people sense it. But if you walk in like Sally, owning every part of yourself, suddenly what others might see as a flaw becomes your greatest strength. Step 2 is style. This is where her hairstylists really shine. Sally's hair isn't just gray, it's styled in a way that feels fresh and modern. She often goes for soft, layered cuts that move naturally. Nothing stiff, nothing overdone. The layers give her hair volume, texture, and life. And that's key. Because gray hair doesn't have to mean flat or lifeless. With the right cut, it can actually highlight your features in such a flattering way. Step 3 is fashion. And this is something a lot of people don't think about. Your hair and your outfit actually work together. On the red carpet, Sally is smart about her choices. She wears colors that enhance her natural tones. Rich blues, classic blacks, elegant silvers. These shades don't drown her out. They bring her hair to life. They turn her silver strands into her best accessory. That's the beauty of understanding how to balance your look. Your clothes can actually make your hair pop. And then step 4 is authenticity. Maybe this is the most important piece of all. You can tell that Sally is comfortable in her own skin. She's not trying to dress like someone half her age. She's not overdoing it with styles that scream, "I'm trying too hard." Instead, she keeps it elegant, simple, and true to herself. And when you see her smile on that red carpet, you can almost hear her saying, "This is me. Take it or leave it." And really, who wouldn't take it? But here's where it gets even better. There are actual tips and tricks that make gray hair look amazing, and a lot of people don't realize it. Gray hair can look dull if it's not cared for, but when it's treated right, it can shine brighter than any dye. Stylists recommend using a purple shampoo, that's the secret weapon, to keep the color bright and prevent any yellow tones. Add a touch of shine serum to keep it glossy, and keep up with trim so it always looks intentional. These are small things, but they make a huge difference. And here's another little secret: gray hair can actually make your skin glow. Yes, you heard that right. When it's bright and healthy, it reflects light in a way that makes your skin look softer and more radiant. That's why Sally's look works so beautifully. It's not fighting her natural tones, it's enhancing them. Okay, let me ask you something right at the start. How many times have you heard people say that gray hair means you're getting old? Or that you need to dye it to keep looking young? It's a message that's been pushed on women for decades. Almost like it's a rule. But here's the thing, Sally Field just showed us that those so-called rules are outdated. And honestly, she didn't just prove a point, she made a statement. At 78 years old, Sally stepped onto the red carpet recently, and let me tell you, she turned heads. Not because she was trying to look younger, but because she embraced exactly who she is. She walked in with stunning, natural gray hair that looked like the crown of a woman who has lived, who has loved, and who has absolutely nothing to hide. It wasn't about blending in. It was about standing out in the most authentic way. Now, doesn't that make you stop and think for a second? Like, wait a minute. If Sally Field, who has been in Hollywood for decades, a place known for its obsession with youth, can rock her gray hair and be celebrated for it, then maybe gray hair isn't the end of glamour. Maybe it's the beginning of something even more powerful. And that's exactly what we're going to talk about today. We're diving into how Sally Field is turning her natural gray hair into a style statement, why it works so beautifully for her, and what lessons we can all take from it. Because this isn't just about hair. It's about confidence, authenticity, and redefining beauty at every stage of life. Now, let's start with Sally herself. Because come on, she's been in our lives for decades. We've seen her in unforgettable roles, from Forrest Gump, where she was everyone's favorite mom, to Steel Magnolias, where she broke our hearts in the most moving way, and of course, Norma Rae, where she gave us that fierce, unforgettable spirit. Sally has always had this ability to connect with audiences, to make us feel like we know her personally. But at 78, she's showing us something new. Something that goes beyond acting. She's showing us what it looks like to age with grace and strength. She's showing us that beauty isn't about holding on to the past, but about celebrating who you are right now. And let's be real for a second, Hollywood is not easy on women. There's always that pressure to stay young, to keep up appearances, to fight every little line and strand of gray. We've seen so many stars go to great lengths to keep up that image. But Sally? She's not playing that game. She's rewriting the rules by simply saying, "This is me." And isn't that the most powerful statement of all? When she steps onto the red carpet with her silver strands shining under the lights, it's not just hair. It's confidence. It's a bold choice in a world that still whispers, "Hide it." She's not hiding anything. She's embracing it. And that's what makes it so striking.